don't stick like cola flavored favorite bubble gum. I push, you pull. I told myself to never sleep before you come. I try to give up, but how can I when you taste so good? I try to stop, but it's dangerous. We don't talk as much about it. We just might. We fight. We don't talk as much about it. We just might. We fight. We don't talk as much about it. Swallow, no fear, but how can I when you chew me up? You chew me up. You push, I pull. If I'm overboard, one more time I'll take it away. And I disappear. But you love it when we fight. We don't talk as much about it. We just might. We fight. We don't talk as much about it. We just might. We fight. We don't talk as much about it. Fight or
Hello and welcome to the start of a new original series, Headliners, where we invite musicians from across Scotland into our studio here in Glasgow and spend a bit of time getting to know them over a chat and invite them to take part in our game show section of the programme. We also have a treat in store for you this week, as we will be rounding off today's show with an acoustic performance from today's musical guests, Apache Darlings, performing their fantastic song that you heard in the beginning of the episode, Bubblegum. So first of all, guys, thank you for joining me here. So let's start off with the name, Apache Darlings. Is there a story behind it?
Yeah, there is. So my dad's a guitarist, and when I was tiny, the first song he taught me in the guitar was Apache by The Shadows, and I always kind of liked that reference. And we also wanted something that sounded female-led. There's 2 girls and 2 boys in the band, and we wanted it to have a feeling of being something equal. So Apache Darling seemed to be
Seemed to fit.
seemed to fit.
So how long have you guys been performing together?
Okay, so as Apache Darling, we've been together for 4 years, but we've worked together previously in another band, and we also still do work together as a 2-piece thing as well.
So a separate thing as well.
Yeah.
So how many in total are in Apache?
4.
4 in
Yeah.
total.
Yeah,
So,
there's 4 people.
so
Bass,
you've got bass, singer,
drums,
and keys.
and
Of
keys.
course.
So we don't have a guitar
So
in
no
the band. There's
guitarist,
no
quite
guitarist.
That's quite
But
interesting.
our bass player Charlotte uses tons of pedals
Right,
and makes everything sound like a guitar.
I see. So how would you describe the sound of your band? It's a tricky question.
It's a hard question. We like all sorts of music.
Yeah.
Modern stuff we probably would fit alongside bands like the 1975, Christine and the Queens, Lord,
Sure.
Florence and the Machine, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, we're kind of keyboard-led alt pop,
Okay.
so we're kind of it's synthy, and I think it's kind of catchy. It's hooky, but it's not out and out pop. It's kind of somewhere
Sure.
a wee bit darker. Yeah.
So who are your musical influences?
Probably the bunch that you just mentioned are a
Yeah.
good place to start with that. But I think going back further than that, in terms of, like, we write songs together, we always write them, the 2 of us to begin with, and we usually do it sitting at a piano, so it's kind of a more kind of old-fashioned approach to songwriting than the way that people like David Bowie would write, people like, I don't know,
Prince.
yeah, you know, where you start with something very acoustic and then build it up, rather than,
Right.
I think a lot of bands now just start with beats.
Right.
And it's so much stuff's put together in a computer, and we always kind of try not to do that. You know,
Yeah,
we'd
we
rather
don't write that way.
Yeah.
Awesome. And finally, can you tell us about your song, Bubblegum, that we heard?
What would you like to know about it?
Oh.
It's a Pretty vague question, I know. Tell me about the songwriting process. How did it come about? What's it about?
So we were on a trip up north with our pals, and over the weekend we had basically one of our friends had a fight with their partner, and there was no like saving the situation. So we all left the lodge that we were in, and we went out to around a tiny town, and we ended up buying old style bubble gum with like liquid in the
Shout
middle
out
of
to
it.
Bubbaloo.
Shout out to Bubbaloo. And that's where the line "you don't stick like cola flavoured favourite bubblegum" came from. And then the rest of the song just happened from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And anything coming up? Anything, gigs, tours you want to promote just now? What's in
Well,
the
we're
in the works?
recording this year. That's
Okay.
our main thing. So we've been gigging for the last 3 years pretty solidly. We toured last year. So this year we're all about recording. We've just started working with a new producer. And 2019 is going to be all about that and not stressing ourselves out with campaigns and trying to push for too much when actually we just want to write music. So 2019
Yeah.
is the year of recording.
Okay. So, as well as bandmates, you guys, I believe, are also newly married. Can you tell us a wee bit about the big day?
Yeah. So we got married about 5 months ago. And we just had a small wedding. We did it nice and intimate. We only had about 40 guests there. Just had a nice dinner, just did a bit of a hangout, had a wee band. It was cool. It was nice and relaxed.
Yeah, we wanted chilled out.
Chilled, small, kind of nice. I think that's always better anyway. But thank you very much for that, guys. It was very interesting to hear your backstory. We thought it would be fun if we were to play our version of the popular Mr. and Mrs. game to see how well you guys know each other. Basically, how does that sound?
Sounds good.
Terrifying.
Awesome. Join us after the break. We will be playing Mr. and Mrs. With Stephanie and Andrew from Apache Darling. Welcome back. I'm joined with Stephanie from Apache Darling. We are about to play Mr. and Mrs. Andrew, her bandmate and new husband, is in the chair with noise cancelling headphones on, so he can't hear what you're about to say. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You have to give me the answer of what you think Andrew would say. Once you're done, we'll bring him over and see if you get a match. Are you ready, Stephanie?
Ready.
Okay. First question. What was the first album you bought? So remember, it's what Andrew would
What he
answer.
bought.
So what do you think
What was
he
the
would
first
say
album
to
he
that
bought?
question?
Let's go with an Elton John album. He likes early Elton John. We're going to go with Madman Across the Water.
Madman Across the Water, Elton John. Okay. What is the funniest thing Andrew will say has happened at a gig?
Oh, he tripped over a floor monitor on his recital. He was trying to do a Freddie Mercury moment and tripped on the floor monitor.
As in a floor slide, or?
Well, no, like tried to, the way you would stadium go up on a wedge
Oh,
and try and give
okay.
it, and he tripped.
Is he going to admit that to us?
I don't know, but I might get divorced after this. I don't know.
It's entirely. So you're both big Disney fans, is that right?
Yes.
So I have 3 options for you here. Who would Andrew say he's most like?
Okay.
So first of all, we have Dopey, a lovable airhead that whistles while he works. We have Buzz, heroic, brave and fun to play with. And Peter Pan, never grown up and has a Tinkerbell.
Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't have a Spanish setting, so I'm going to have to go with Peter Pan.
So he's not Buzz, he's Peter Pan. So
I think that's what you'll
he's
say.
never grown up.
I don't know if that's the reason he'll say that, but he looks
They're
a
all
bit
pretty
like Peter
insulting,
Pan.
to be fair.
I mean, I'm allowed to be. I'm his wife.
Fair enough. So let's bring Andrew up now, if you could join us, sir.
You're so oblivious.
So
Get ready.
I'm going to ask you the 3 same questions
Okay.
that I've asked Stephanie, and she's answered for you.
Okay.
And we're going to see if the answers are the same.
Okay.
So what was the first album you bought?
First album I bought was the first Gorillaz album.
It's not even close. What was that
What
about?
did you say? I thought you knew that.
No, well, I
I
can't
make
remember.
a big thing out of that because I think that's a really
It is a cool first album.
What was
Most
that
people's
about?
first albums rock.
2001?
Yeah.
Something like that? I mean,
What did you say?
I said an Elton John album. I said
Nah.
Madman.
Nah, you're miles off.
Sorry.
It was really.
Do you want a divorce?
It was a really, it was a really poignant moment when I told you that as well. So I'm kind of over you now.
Oh.
frankly.
next question then. Funniest thing Andrew will say has happened at a gig. So what was the funniest thing happened
At an
a gig?
Apache gig,
Yeah.
or just generally.
Generally.
I don't know if anything funny happens. I've had some stupid moments at gigs where I've done silly things and thought that I could get away with them. So I mean, I say things sometimes and I think I'm really funny, and I am really funny, but
Nothing about
nobody else agrees.
Nothing about falling over.
Oh yeah. So in my uni recital, I tried to, I can't remember what the song was, but I tried to do a thing at the end where I was like, there was a wedge in front of me. I was like, I can do a really cool thing here. And I tried to like jump up on the thing and just do a little bit of a like 80s air punch, and the thing didn't have the wedge didn't have a back to it, and it just toppled, and I went right back, and it was a learning moment, learning experience in my life. Is that what you said?
That is what I
That's
said.
the one.
Okay.
So the final one, you are both big Disney fans. I have 3 characters that Stephanie had to pick
Okay.
for which you are most like. The first, Dopey, a lovable airhead that whistles while he works. Buzz, heroic, brave and fun to play with. Or Peter Pan, never grown up and has a Tinkerbell.
A little bit of all 3, but definitely Peter Pan.
Nailed it. There we go. So I think we'll be all right.
I think we'll be
General.
okay.
Just about. I mean,
Give
the-
us a year.
Gorillas thing, I mean,
I mean, that's pretty
Really, you
brutal.
don't
But
remember
thank you, Apache Darling, for playing our fun-filled escapade of a game. Join us after the break, where Apache Darling will give us an exclusive rendition of Bubblegum. Stay tuned.
Rachel! 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 Rachel, wake up! Rachel, please! Please open your eyes! Wake up! Wake up!
Andrew and Stephanie, if you would like to make your way over to our performance area and set up, well done on the game. A few tricky questions in there, but you've both done well. On next week's Headliners, the up-and-coming artist Em Woods joins us to talk about all things EP with her new EP and top track I've Been Running, available on all major streaming services. That's all from us. Taking us out, Apache Darling.
caught up in tight tongue. You don't stick like cola flavored favorite bubble gum. You push, I pull. Told myself to never sleep before you come. I try to stop. How can I when you taste so good? I try to give up, but it's dangerous, and we don't talk as much about it. But we just might if we fight, and we don't talk as much about it. But we just might if we fight, and we don't talk as much about it. Swallow, don't feel. How can I when you chew me up, chew me up? You push and I pull from overboard. One more time, I'll take it away, and I disappear. But you love it when we fight, and we don't talk as much about it. But we just might. If we fight, and we don't talk as much about it. But we just might. If we fight, and we don't talk as much about it. Fight or flight. Up and down, left or right. Up and down. Up and down, left or right. Up and down, left or right. Fight or flight. Up and down, left or right. Up and down, left or right. Fight or flight. Up and down, left or right. Up and down, left or right. We don't talk as much about it, but we just might. If we fight, and we don't talk as much about it, but we just might. If we fight, and we don't talk as much about it, but we just might. If we fight, and we don't talk as much about it, and we don't talk as much about it.